Well, hi there. Listen to this.
Donald Trump does not care about border security. He only cares about himself.
Democrat supporters, do you have any kind of memory whatsoever? Open borders, closed borders, make up your mind. Donald Trump only cares about himself. He doesn't care about this country. The man was building a wall, and you guys got in the way, protesting and boycotting. The wall is evil. ICE is evil. Trump is a racist. You guys aren't thinking for yourselves, and you haven't been thinking for yourselves, and don't try to defend yourselves because you haven't been. No, this is complete nonsense. You guys stop Trump from building the wall, but you don't stop Biden from trying to finish it. Pathetically so. And now Kamala Harris, a supposed black woman, is saying we need border security, and everybody's behind her. You guys don't think for yourselves. And it's about high time you start. And for those of you who believe that Republicans are evil because they voted down that border bill, listen, that bill would have done nothing for the border. You want to fortify the border, finish the wall. Don't put a bunch of people that can be coerced and manipulated to be involved with the cartels, the drug trafficking, the human smuggling. Finish the wall.
It is an infestation. It's taking hold, not just in Colorado or New York. It's up in Michigan, Florida, Texas, you name it. It's spreading. And if people don't wake up and see it for what it is, we're going to be in a lot of trouble in this country.
I'm concerned because a lot of people are not taking this serious. And I'm talking about our government officials. I'm talking about elected officials. I'm talking about mayors who are denying that it's a problem in their city because they don't want to give their city a bad image. And the way to tackle this problem is the way that Governor Abbott is doing, and that's going head on, go after them. We need to go after them. We need to stay on their heels and not let them catch their breath. And the whole idea is to make it as difficult as possible for them to operate in the United States.
Actually talked to him on the translator app, and he told me all the things that he got going on, how they help him get a car, apartment, clothes, link. So it's just like, I just be looking at it like, they ain't got no social security number. Where they come from? He probably not even here legally.
We need to allocate some of this money for our black children, for the black community.
$51 million for migrants brought some loud and vocal opposition from the public, to the point where police had to escort people out of the city council meeting several times. Mayor Brandon Johnson asked for a 2-minute breather.
We want to make sure that we can continue to conduct the business of the people.
They get right here, they get quick housing, quick funding, food, they get cars with no license, they can't even read English and stuff like that. So they get all these perks when they get here, and we still here starving. So what we gonna do about it? Are y'all gonna listen to our cry?
The migrants that are coming, they're taking over every block right now in this area. Right now you don't see them because they come out at night. They said they took this courtway over probably by last week.
Unit 3, I'm citywide person with a gun, 6124 South King Drive. Caller says 32 Venezuelans are trespassing the building, showing guns in the courtyard, and they have motorcycles in the courtyard as well. All stairwells are filled. Nothing further is unclear. Hey, I'm sorry, you headed over to the Shotsbetter or to the 6124 and King for the migrants?
On King Drive.
Alright, 10-4. There's another available unit to arrive at 310. We had multiple calls. Person with the gun, 6124 South King. Also came over to disturbance large gathering. Could be 32 Venezuelans trespassing in the building property, showing guns in the courtyard. They have motorcycles in the courtway, all stairwells filled. And nothing further.
He said it was 100 Venezuelans standing out in the front right here.
Terry, is it an abandoned building? How do they just take it over?
They just, when you take over something, you just stand outside, and that's called showing the flag.
What kind of guns?
Semi-automatics, anything you name, you're gonna see it on the street. These boys got so many big guns that if they're 150 pounds, the gun is bigger than them. I swear.
But they know how to handle it, right?
They-
They know what. Tell me about the fact that they're criminals, right? This is a criminal element. These aren't just a bunch of Venezuelans that walked over the border and used to be gardeners back home, right?
Right. And they come from the gangland. They come from rougher gangs than us.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. They're an extremely, I cannot overstate that, extremely dangerous transnational gang. They originated out of a prison, Tocorón prison in the state of Aragua in the country of Venezuela. And basically, the government official there basically told the gang leaders that you guys take over the prison. So there were no more prison guards. The Frente Aragua gang members were actually running the prison. And then they're released from prison and they were told to leave Venezuela. So that's why they started going to the other countries, Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, and now they're in the United States. Now they are our problem. And there's so many reasons for them being here, but the main one is they're coming across the border, basically no identification. They're not being vetted, and really it's impossible to vet them because the United States does not have a relationship with the country of Venezuela.
The real issue is that America has allowed gangs to enter our country. Gangs that they would consider terrorist groups that are formed here. We are terrorist groups if we're in a gang. They let terrorists in our country.
To all Venezuelans in Chicago, this is the warning. If you ain't on no bullshit, stay neutral. Somebody please translate. Stay neutral. If you know somebody that's in your building on bullshit, don't let them run in that building, and don't let nobody see them run in that building. Because once word get out that that's the building that they in, they gonna chop that bitch down. Whatever building, the abandoned building y'all occupying and all that shit, yeah, you better get your food and just stay in the house. Because they come out doing some bullshit. Y'all gonna regret that. You're gonna really regret that.
He don't want it, man. Tell your shorty get the car over, we finna slide. Yeah, man. We got the bitches on us. We ain't.
So, I don't speak Spanish. So somebody need to translate. I hope they got TikTok that translate, I guess. They can kind of make me seem like I'm speaking Spanish. But anyway, take this like a grain of salt if you like. But this ain't Colorado. This ain't Utah. This ain't none of them places. This is just like where you from. The only difference is y'all use a lot of handgun, old revolvers, and machetes and shit. We got switches. If you're not familiar with what a switch is, we will show you. We don't really be with all the telling and shit. But we will definitely show you what a switch is. So, again, somebody translate. Yeah. Make this known. This ain't like Colorado. I'm just saying.
Wow, mírala. Wow, por la 66. Allá. Home blog, mamá huevo, está por allá. Nosotros estamos por aquí. Oh, el malandrío.
That's absolutely correct. And see, I'm glad you brought that up because they're extremely dangerous, extremely violent. They're brutal. They're barbaric. And what they're doing in other countries is they have houses, even Venezuela, but the other countries that they moved into, they have what they call torture houses. Mm-hmm. And they bring their victims in there. They torture them, brutally torture them, and then they dismember their bodies. I mean, so if we don't get a handle on this, we're going to start seeing those torture houses here in the United States.
Yeah.